Here now with more reaction, gubernatorial candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. Let me go back to the one idea I had. Okay, New York, $30,000, 10 families, 300 grand. You hire 2 teachers. That's 1 teacher for 5 students, and you provide them a 6-figure salary with retirement and health care. Would that do a better job in your view? Is that one of the innovative ideas that maybe localities and states can implement?
I think it's the right spirit of thinking, Sean. One of the things we're going to do here in Ohio is I'm going to lead this state to be the first state in the country to adopt merit-based pay for every teacher and principal and administrator. Pay for performance. That's what businesses do. There's no reason we shouldn't be running our public schools in the same way. People will say that means they're going to teach to the test. Tests should not be the sole outcome. It should include peer reviews of other teachers. It should include parental assessments. Most parents do know how well their kids are doing in the classroom. But at the end of the day, teacher quality is the #1 factor in a school that affects the performance of a student. The best teachers in the country right now, sadly, are underpaid. To your point, Sean, we need to fix that, but we need to fix that through meritocracy by paying for performance. There isn't a state that does it yet. Thanks to President Trump's bold actions today, we can lead the way.
If you look at blue cities and blue states where you have predominantly minority populations, they have been disproportionately negatively impacted by these bad schools. Democrats claim to care the most about minorities, but they live in the areas where that are less safe, less secure, without law, without order, and without a proper education. And I hope your plan, your innovation, and your merit pay idea also includes options for parents that they pick the best environment for their kids. They pick the schools that are going to teach reading, writing, math, science, history, and computers, and not anything to do with DEI, woke, or transgenderism.
Parents should determine the education of their students, period, Sean. No doubt about it. School choice is the way forward. Every parent deserves to send their kid to the best possible school for that kid. And that choice may be different for different kids. That's a good thing. The dirty little secret in American education is this. The schools in the inner cities that often spend the most money per student are delivering the poorest outcomes per student. So it's not about a how much money question, Sean. It's about how that money is actually spent. If you take that excess spending in those overspending public schools and just put it in the pockets of those parents and the accounts of those kids to be able to choose where they send their kids to school, even to better private schools or charter schools, we're going to see competition that lifts the quality of all schools up. Homeschooling should be a viable option for parents who want that. Every parent should be able to determine for their child what I think right now, Sean, is the civil rights issue of our time. The fact of the matter is the left tried to claim a monopoly on civil rights issues. This is a civil rights issue of our time right now, from kids in the inner cities of our cities all the way to the foothills of Appalachia in my home state. Every kid deserves a world-class education. I think that's part of your birthright as an American, as an Ohioan. That's the path to the American dream, and I think it's what we have to stand for to now get this right. Today was a great milestone, and we should celebrate it. But now it falls to the states to now fix that educational achievement crisis in our country. And you better believe, Sean, we're going to do that right here.
You know, my parents didn't have a lot of money, but the money they did save, they spent on their kids so we go to better schools, Catholic schools, for a better education. You would not be as successful as you are, or as smart as you are, or as good a debater as you are, had you not had the great education that you had. And I would not be on TV or radio had my parents not sacrificed for me. Vivek, we appreciate you being with us. Very thoughtful. All right.